Hey you guys, today I'm going to do The Orange is the New Black. I'm sorry, it's been a couple of days, but been busy. Um, The Orange is the New Black, Season 3, Episode 7. This one is called Tongue Tied. The inmate that we did the flashback on this episode was Norma. You know, Norma is the real quiet one, the one that always follow Red around, stuff like that. And she was missing Red up in the kitchen and stuff like that. But Red is back in the kitchen now. Y'all know she ended up getting signed back to the kitchen from Healy or whatever. So, you know, Norma is ecstatic that Red is back in the kitchen. But let's talk about Norma and why, you know, I don't know if this is the reason why she in jail. I was like, shit, wasn't nobody there. But her flashback story is, you know, she was real quiet. So she ended up going into this place where basically it was a cult. You know what I'm saying? And you know how them people be talking, you know them hippie people and how they be talking about love and life and everybody married to just one motherfucker. She was in that kind of situation. And she got drawn in because his whole thing was, I wrote it down. His whole thing was something about, change yourself, you could change your story. So that kind of intrigued her to, you know, start working back around him or whatever. I mean, being around him. And everybody was all friendly and stuff like that. So that was her whole story with him. Like I said, it was a cult. Then he ended up marrying all the women that was there. So I said, oh yeah, it was one of them kind of situations. But she was the only one, was his true believer. Everybody else, kind of figured his ass out and left him. And then he was facing charges. They had ended up growing old together. And he was pissed off that she was the only one that was staying around. Oh, when he was telling her, what the thing would change your life, change your story or whatever, her whole thing, because we always wonder why she don't ever say nothing. She has a stuttering problem. So he was telling her she never had to speak again. So that's basically why she doesn't talk. Because she basically has a stuttering problem. But she was real loyal to him or whatever, and he was trying to get rid of her ass. I'm a fraud bitch, gone some damn where. But she was so loyal to him and love with him. And then when he started going off on her and started calling her a slave and a servant and all that, she just pushed his ass over the cliff. I said, oh. I was like, see, I'm crying when you better watch out for her. But I was like, he deserved that shit. He was talking shit to her. But that's why I said, I don't know if that's why she was in jail, because they was the only one out in the woods. I don't know, was her evidence right there that she turned herself in? Maybe we'll figure that out. Don't nobody spoil it from me. I'm only on episode 7. I'm working on it. I'm not trying to rush it. Like I told you, I'm not trying to rush it like everybody else. But I did watch it this time. Then you got Piper trying to figure out how can she make money in jail or whatever. So her whole thing, they all in the damn assignment little thing, talking in the little phone room, and they're talking about, you know, how they can make money. And then they start talking about how guys have, they were talking about the internet and how you can find everything on the internet or whatever. And I was trying to figure out what my notes for that was, but whatever. But I know the story. But they was trying to figure out how can they make money. So, you know, they was tripping off of, somebody corrected me and said her name was Lorna, because I was calling her Loma. I thought that was her name. But okay, thank you for correcting me. But Lorna, you know how she is scamming all the guys or whatever to get money. She telling them all these stories and talking to them. She was like, shit, I'm doing them a favor. They doing me a favor like hell. And I see it because one of the dudes knew what she was doing, so, and he was still willing to come and talk to her. So she ended up, that's her money little scheme. And, you know, everybody got their little money schemes on how they can get money in jail, make money and all that kind of stuff. So Piper figured out when they were talking about the internet and how men she was telling them how when she went to Chicago, a man asked her to sniff her panties or whatever. I was like, yo, that's nasty. So she said they told her that people would pay her for that kind of stuff. So she figured out a way how to steal some panties out of the little sewing room, and then had people, she was going to give them to Alex, but then she figured out, fuck that, I can make some money off of that, talk to some girls, end up giving me their panties, and we can make some money like that. I was like, yo, that's nasty. But when everybody was telling her, you know, it is a market for that, she ended up talking to her brother about it, and he said it was a market for that. I was like, it is. It's some weird shit you can always find. You can Google it, find it on YouTube. People fucking animals. It's just all kind of weird stuff. People being low with their cars, thinking they having sex with their cars. You know, it was a show about people and they crazy ass addiction. So, hey, she can make money from it. I think it's disgusting and unsanitary, but that's for her. Mendoza, the girl that's in charge of the kitchen, she's having a hard time because she's trying to get her son back on track, but at the same time, she got to run the kitchen. But they don't care about her and her son and her. Bitch, them were your customers. You should stop about your son before you did whatever you did to get to jail. We know what you did, but I'm just saying. And that's how the jail is looking at it. Like, bro, you in jail. You can't be saying what you will do and what you won't do. Because she ended up leaving the kitchen to go have a visit with her son because she had to do it an hour early because that was the only time that her son can get there with Sophia and them people. And that's all disrespectful. Both of them kids were disrespectful. I would have got a little bit more time because I would have punched them over the table. Her son didn't want to do his homework, and he felt like, shit, you can't tell me nothing. So basically, he wasn't caring about his homework, but she wants him to graduate, and I get that. You want the best for your child. Sophia's son, he over there cussing and saying fuck, and they blamed it on Mendoza's son because that's how she talks around him. She allows him to talk like that. So the little boy picked up on it. He started doing it. Sophia had to check her like, look, you gonna either talk to your son or his ass ain't gonna get no ride here no more. And I thought that was real shady. And Mendoza was like, you think my son is the problem why your son cussing and stuff? And we knew what she was alluding to. And Sophia checked her ass like, look, if you want your baby with a ride, you gonna check your son. And I was here for that. They trying okay, Pearson, we find out Pearson is the warden. He didn't want to tell them, but he's the warden or whatever. And he don't care about nothing about the training for these new hires that they got. He don't care nothing about that. He just wants them to work. Fuck all the 40 hours, 20 hours or whatever. He just wants them to work. So they end up putting them new hires and they're out there to work. Unexperienced as people. And so when they were trying to tell the young guy how to deal with the inmates, that motherfucker pepper sprayed them over a Uno game. And they pepper sprayed him, the other officer, the inmates, some other. I said, this idiot. But they noticed, Alex and Piper noticed he was dumb, so they gonna try to use him to carry the panties out of the prison for them because he dumb as hell. And I think he gonna end up doing it because, don't nobody spoil it for me like I said, but I think he gonna end up doing it because, remember the damn, Caputo told him don't touch the people, don't talk to people, you know, so now he probably gonna be scared of the damn inmates, and then Alex over there trying to flirt with him and shit. I'm like, this is gonna get crazy. But, oh, and the other story was Crazy Eyes was trying to write this damn story, and that lady, that drama teacher was like, hell to the no, this is like crazy ass porn. No. So she was all distraught. But Tasty encouraged her to keep on writing before Tasty has read her story. And then once Tasty read it, she was like, what the fuck? I am not dealing with this crazy bitch. But then Poussey ended up reading it, and Poussey was liking it. I said, well, that's because you worked in the library. You're a little weird and off, too. That's fine. But what else happened? But basically, I saw that happen. Oh, Daya is trying to figure out if she want to keep her baby or give her baby off to the, oh boy mama, and I'm like, girl, I don't even know what to say to her. She's so stupid. Her mama is rude as fuck. Like I keep telling y'all, I want somebody to shank her damn mama. Because she was trying to have a real nice talk about, you know, what should she do. And her mama was just like, kids are dumb, fuck all that. You gonna ruin your baby life. I mean, she was just being rude as hell to her daughter, not giving her no kind of words of encouragement, and then wonder why she's the way she is now. Like, come on now. It don't matter if she got money or if she came from the hood. Bitch, it was your fault the way she turned out. I'm just saying. Just blame yourself. So that's what was with them. At the end, Mendoza ended up quitting the kitchen because she was stressed out about every damn thing. So Red ended up getting the kitchen back. And then Red thinking she should have run the goddamn kitchen. And Caputo had tricked up his goddamn sleep for her. He's like, no, bitch, no, you're not. We got processed packaged food. Here you go. So she was mad. And then she was talking shit to Norma. Norma ended up walking out on her ass because, you know, the witches, coat girls, they want her to come heal them. And that was another thing. She had been healing people. Well, they've been thinking she'd been healing them or whatever. And everybody was liking her, being her friend, coming to her and stuff. And she was liking that. And for Red to be her only friend and to down her and was like, bitch, that shit is fake. Fuck all of them. Ran the people away from her. She ended up quitting Red at the end and ended up going to them, and they gonna end up being her damn followers because she know how to do it. She was with that man, the guru dude, forever, from when she was like a early 20s till as old as she is now. So she probably know how to do it. So yeah, that's gonna be her trick of the trade on this now. So yeah, that's all basically happened on the Orange is the New Black season 3, episode 7. Tell me what you guys thought about episode 7. Please don't leave no spoilers because I'm trying to watch it and record as I said. But yeah, and I'll talk to you guys. Make sure you follow me on all social media sites for thaghettoview, THA, not THE. Yeah, and I'm gonna go to California this week, so hopefully my sister will probably do some videos with me or whatever, so we get them out this week. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys. Make sure you check out all my YouTubers, support them just as well as you support me, and I'll talk to you guys later.